Hey guys, what's going on? Ordinary here. This is episode 37, I think, as the GM of the Phoenix Coyotes. In last episode, we got all the way up to the playoffs here. It is the year 2021, so we are in year 7 here. Hitting up the playoffs, won the President's Trophy, so we are playing against the 8th seeded team, Winnipeg Jets. And we scouted out their lines and everything last episode, and they were really messed up. I mean, their 3 best players on the second line, their best defensemen's on their second pairing. But maybe the strangest thing is this is the team that picked up Asham, the goalie prospect that I fucked up signing at the beginning of the year. So that's their starter. An 82 overall goalie is their starter. So a little bit surprising that they've even made the playoffs with the roster that they have. So barring some sort of collapse, I feel like we should have this series in the bag already going into it. We're definitely the heavy favorites. So no point in wasting any time. We'll just jump right into game 1 here. In Phoenix, Dauphin puts one home, snapshot from the top of the circle on Asham. Second period here. Another goal, another power play goal by Riley. Or was the first one power play? Yeah, so a couple power play goals. Power play is working for us right now. Resume simulation. We'll kill that off. Beautiful. Another power play goal. No. Ooh, 5-on-3, but we killed it off. No big deal. And time ticks down on game 1, and that's all she wrote. Byzantine's going to take that shutout to the bank. 41 shots on goal. That's quite a few. Ooh, Toskala, Dauphin, and Riley. Look at that. That first unit power play is just doing it. Looks like Asham's even going to get a star. Even though he let in 2, I guess he did have a lot of shots on him. I'm surprised they're not going to give one to Riley. Oh, well, I guess, Dauphin, but I guess you can't give that many. There's not 5 stars, right? Alright, so hopefully we can continue this shutout streak into game number 2. Hopefully I didn't just jinx it there, but we will see. First period of game 2. And it looks like another power play goal, Toskala. So this power play right now. Another snapshot from that circle. Same circle as before, too. Second period, 2-1. So there goes, it looks like they got that with halfway through the second period. So that puts the shutout streak at about 90 minutes. That's pretty good. And then Dauphin in the beginning of the second there. So we did have a 2-0 lead. And they narrowed it up. So hopefully we can nurse this 1-goal lead. Oh, just kidding. Jay Wright ties it up early in the third, so now we got a game. Skinner gives us that lead back. Some more shots, power play. Oh my god, what? I thought we had okay, well, something happened there where Lowry got a power play goal. Kill that off. Beautiful, beautiful. And then we're going to OT in game 2. Some sort of weird power play penalty shit going on. But what are you going to do now? That sucks. We got taken off the power play with a penalty, and then theirs expired and they buried one, I think is what happened. Look at there's who's let him shoot from high slot over and over again. We're scoring all our goals from like the outside top of the circle. They're just firing away from the middle of the slot. Let's go, defense. First overtime period, here we go. Power play, that's been working. Shit. Power play again, come on. It was so hot early. There we go. They must have taken a major because that was a lot of time. Penalties. It doesn't say. Oh yeah, it does. Right there, minor, double minor to a minor right off the bat, eh? So 6 minutes of penalties right in a row there. That's going to cost them. Actually, it was about 8 minutes. Yeah, they had 8 minutes of penalties in a row. No wonder we took advantage of that. They're not very disciplined, I guess, eh? So Skinner on the power play. That'll do it for game 2. What are we looking at? Assists here. Grummett Morris, McKinley. 3 stars go to Skinner, Dauphin, and McKinley. So it looks like we're going to clear the board there. Not the best game for Byzantine in there, but that's okay because still got the W. Dauphin 2 goals, Grummett Morris 2 assists, Ekman Larson +2. Lots of 2s up there. We will sim game 3. We are heading to Winnipeg here. I think it's what's called the MTS Center. First period on the road, and we get 2. Sissons and Dauphin. Not bad at all. Look at that. See, it's the top, slight outside top of the circle area. That's where we're sniping them from. Seems to be working for us. We gave up a lot of shots, but we also took a lot. 25 shots in a period. That's a ton. Second period, here we go. 4-1. So if we lose this game, that'll be a huge collapse. We got a 3-goal lead heading in. Another power play goal. I'm gonna go ahead and say this one's all but over for them. Kill that off, yeah. If they score more than 3 or even 3 with fucking 10 minutes left, yeah, keep them off the board. 4-1, 37 shots, 33 for them. So that's probably gonna put Byzantine somewhere in the list of stars there. Skinner with his 3rd, Dauphin with his 3rd. What do we got for assists? Nothing really. Byzantine, McKinley, Dauphin. So cleaning the board again. They've only ever had 1 star, and that was their goalie in that first game, 2-1 loss. Or 2-0. It was 2-0. That's right. So game 4, potential sweep. The Jets need to get it together to overcome this 3-0 series lead for the Coyotes. That's what the hockey analyst is saying. That's what I'm saying. First period, still in Winnipeg, and it's 2-2. McKinley, Hanowski, Scheifele, and Scheifele. So they got 2 quick ones, but we did manage to tie it up near the end of that first period. Basically identical goals if you look at it, except for McKinley was a little bit higher, closer to the blue line. But slap shot, wrist shot, wrist shot, wrist shot. Hanowski, playoff performer. They only had 8 shots on goal, though, and 2 goals. So Byzantine, you got to pick it together here, bud. Second period, 4. So 19 shots on goal and 4 goals. We've had 29 with 2 goals. Looks like Asham is stealing one for him here, and Byzantine is doing the exact opposite, really letting us down, not going to lie. Third period, here we go. We do start with the power. Okay, just kidding. If we can get one before the 10-minute, we're still in this game, though. Okay, Wheeler puts one into the power play, and that is going to do it. For game number 4, we do not get the sweep. Byzantine gets absolutely lit. I bet you Asham's going to get the first star on that. It's either Asham or Scheifele. Those 2 guys should be in 1 and 2. Scheifele, Ladd, and Asham. I guess Ladd had a 3-point night, so not bad. But that is too shitty, so we're going to go back home. I haven't decided if we're going to pull Byzantine here for game 5 and then go back with him in game 6 and 7 if something does take a turn here. But maybe he's just he's a little exhausted. He has been playing a lot of games lately. Whitney is an 83, so it's not like it's too big of a drop off. We'll give Whitney a shot here. I think it's the right thing to do. So we're gonna sim game. We're gonna put Whitney in net. First period, game number 5. We are back home, trying to wrap up this series, and Lowry is the only player to score in the first. Puts home a nice little slap shot from the top of the circle there against Whitney. And we got our work cut out for us. They are out shooting us big time. That's normally not how it works at all. And they're also starting on the power play, so hopefully we can tie it up in the second. 2-1 each team burying one there on the second, or in the second. We did really tighten up the shots on goal. We gave them 6. I think we took like 12. No, not 12. We put us at 7. 11 maybe? 10? Something like that. We had a lot of shots, more than them. That's all that matters. We are not out of this one yet. 2-1. That's definitely something we can pull together here in the third, especially with a quick one. Come on, boys. Half the period's gone. Ooh, 5-on-3. Kill that off. 5 minutes left. Another penalty. We can't be taking those. And that's going to do it. Asham shuts the door 2 games in a row. Shit. I mean, Whitney had a good game. Enough for first star even. 935 save percentage. He had 31 shots against Asham and Pouliot, though. Pouliot's coming back to haunt us, too. So, just like that, it's actual series here, boys. All the way from 3-0 to 3-2, and we're going back to Winnipeg for Game 6. Gonna put Byzantine back in net. I mean, it doesn't make sense to not roll with your best players here in the playoffs. I'm okay with giving him 1 game off, especially after he gets lit for 5, but I'm not going to bench him twice in a row. Sim game, Game 6, back in Winnipeg. We've won there before with with a good fashion too. 4-1 was the score when we won in Winnipeg. So hopefully we can bring back another one of those. First period, 1-0 for them. Jesus Christ, what is going on with the Phoenix Coyotes? Jesus Murphy. Second period, here we go. We better tie it up or get the lead. 1-1. There we go. Gormster from the point, wrist shot. And we're heading into the third. Everything's basically tied up. 22-23 are the shots. 1-1. Let's get something done here, boys. Third period. Slow sim. Do something. Do something. Power play, come on. Jesus Christ. Power play, come on. So we're going into OT. Fuck. We definitely outshot them that period. Had a couple power play opportunities that we didn't capitalize on. That could be the difference here. So, first overtime, here we go. Power play, got to kill that off. We're on it now. Jesus. Special teams are not doing anything. Another wasted out. Another one. We can't be fucking taking penalties so often. That's how we beat them in overtime the first time. Jesus, Game 7. I can't believe it. What a collapse. Morrissey puts one home on Byzantine with 3:30 left. Power play goal. Well, that's what's going to happen when you give them that many power plays. And Asham makes 50 fucking saves. This guy's intense. Maybe we shouldn't have let him go. Holy Christ. 50 saves? Are you kidding me? Byzantine makes 39, which is decent, but I mean, that's not fucking 50. Good Lord. Jason Asham looking to put together a fucking Conn Smythe performance here. Game 7, we're back in Phoenix, looking for a win. Byzantine is in net for the Coyotes, and Jason Asham is in net for the Jets, that fucking guy. Sim game, I mean, there's no point in changing up the lines, is there? The last two games, we've definitely been in it. The only game we really got shit on was that fifth. But through the first three, we were definitely the better team. Boone Jenner took a lot of penalties there. I'm going to cancel here. I'm going to just take a look at our lines. Like, I like our lines right now. I might go like this. I don't know, because that's the 3 snipers on the first line, right? That's what I was trying to avoid with that. So how are these guys doing right now, though? Playoff stats, 5 points. Lots of those were power play points in the first couple of games, but 5 points and 6 is fine. 7 and 6 is even better. Dolphins not shit in the bed. McKinley, 6 and 6, that's not bad. So Toskala is the one maybe not performing so well. Skinner, he's only got 3, no assists. Galchenyuk, 2 points only, so he's not doing so well. Grummet Morris, he's probably doing only 2 points as well. So this second line really not doing much for us. 3, 2, and 2 are the points here. I bet you Fax has even got more than 2 points. Just 1. Just kidding. So it's basically this, our top line is doing all the heavy lifting for us, which isn't good. Is not good at all. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to put Toskala down here, Skinner over to here, and put Grummet Morris up. Two-way forward's probably going to get more passes than Toskala. What's Toskala's passing? 89. Pretty sure Grummet Morris is the assist king, isn't he? Yeah, 92. So we're going to give this a go. Hopefully, that's all it's going to take to win this Game 7 here. Back home in Phoenix. Sim the game. We're going to go real time this whole time, because this could be the biggest collapse in Phoenix Coyotes history. Power play. There we go. Dolphin on the PP. That's what I like to see. Let's build on this. Let's build on this. 1 goal lead is not enough. There you go. See, Morrissey. He's been fucking solid for the Jets. Ties it up 1-1. We're heading to the second. Gormley gives us our 1 goal lead back. Power play. Fuck me. Power play's dried up after the first 2. There's another one down the shitter. Penalty kill works good, though. And there it is. Dolphin. Another goal. So fucking oh, Jesus. I was about to hit pause. Jesus. I hit pause because I thought it was going to end at 3-1 in that second period, so I hit X to hit pause simulation, and I ended up just fucking everything up because Hanowski sniped one with 25 seconds left on Asham, so Asham 2 goals in a minute to really bring the Jets out of that. It looks like he can't fucking play Superman for 4 games in a row here for this team, so we will resume the simulation, but I'm very confident that we should have this game now. 10 minutes left in the third. Kills off the power play, and that's going to do it, boys. The Phoenix Coyotes avoid the monumental collapse and move on to round 2. Jason Asham, the former Phoenix Coyote, trying to carry his team to round 2, but it's not enough. Dauphin, 5 goals in the first round. That is a thing of beauty. Gormley, Hanowski, each contributing 1 this game, 2 in total. Yeah, 3-point night, that's going to do it. Byzantine. Looks like moving McKinley up to that. I moved Grummet Morris up. McKinley got 3 assists anyways as a sniper, so what a player. That new first line, though, seemed to be getting it done. We'll leave it like that until something tells me I have to change it. That was close, boys. I was really uncomfortable with that. Round 2, the Vancouver Canucks. We're going to stop the simulation here, give them a quick scout. First things first, Stats Central. We're going to go to player stats, season. See how well they did. See who did what over there in Vancouver. I should be going this way, not being retarded. Perfect. So, points. Hunter Shinkarik, 75 points as a left-wing playmaker, 81 overall. Is this like his first full season or something? 26 years old, so he might get one more jump here at the end of the season. No, it's his 3rd season in the NHL. Don't know why he's only an 81, but 75 points, I mean, you can't go wrong with that. And he's got 8 points so far in the playoffs, so he is definitely a player to watch out for here in Vancouver. Zach Phillips, playmaking center, he had 58 points. So it looks like they don't have much depth, but they're making do with what they got. He's also got 4 points here in the playoffs so far, which isn't that many, but it's not bad. Kyle Turris, the playmaking center, he had 56 points this year in Vancouver and is at 7 points so far in the playoffs. So it's probably Shinkaruk, Turris, and Borkstrand as their first line there. He had 55 points. Not as many goals as you're expecting from a sniper, but 5 points so far in the playoffs as well. So they're a point per game here in the playoffs with their first line. Zanin used to be on our team. Had to cough him up. Who did we get in that trade? It wasn't Faxa, was it? It was Sissons, I think. Zanin, though, former Phoenix Coyote, had 24 points with us. Ended up with 54 playing over in Vancouver and in the playoffs so far. He has 12 points. Jesus Christ, this guy's clutch. We got to watch out for Jeffrey Zanin. Maybe we gave up on him too soon. This guy's a playoff performer. 12 points. Jesus. Jordan Subban was their best defender this year with 45 points. He has 3 so far in the playoffs, which isn't bad for a defenseman. Edler's probably about the same. Yeah, 3 points. They picked up Nathan Boileau from the Canadiens. He's got 4 points so far in the playoffs, and it looks like a bunch of Hammonagers there through the rest of it. Nothing too crazy when I'm looking at it. Bo Horvat, the player that never progresses in anyone's GM mode, had only 16 points. And Kaspers Degovins, or Dojavans, or whatever you want to call him, only 8 points this year as a 4th liner, and only 2 points so far in the playoffs. So that's he's doing a lot better in the playoffs than he did in the regular season. And in goal, who are they rolling with right now? Eddie Lack. Andrei Makarov is actually their starter goalie. He played 60 games with the goals against of 2.31 and a save percentage of 92.79, so that's quite good stats. 86 overall, and then Eddie Lack is also an 86 overall. So they got a good 1-2 punch there in net, but not the most crazy depth for offense or defense, really. But Zanin, 12 points in 6 games. That's fucking crazy. We're going to take a look at how they're piecing together their lines, but I'm pretty sure I got a good idea unless they're pulling a Winnipeg. Shinkaruk, Turris, and Hansen, so not Borkstrand in the first first line right wing spot. But Zanin, Phillips, Bjorkstrand, the second line of 81 overalls that actually is doing quite well. DeGovins was third liner with 8 points, so maybe I don't know why he did so bad. It said he played 82 games and had 8 points on a third line. I don't know why they have Gauntz there on the fourth line. They should probably move him up with DeGovins, especially because he's not producing at all. But that third line's not so bad. It's not good. I mean, you can tell that our depth is way, way, way better. Defense, Edler and Boylo, that's not so good. Tanev, Subban, that's not so good. Kovalchuk, Narbonne, that's not very good either. And then, of course, in net, they're starting with Makarov and Lack as backup. So we have them beat in every location except for goaltending. But I have no idea how fucking Jeffrey Zanin has 12 points. Dolphins got 10, but fucking 12 points. Leading the league, really making that Conn Smythe push. Jesus Christ. That could be the pick of the century for the Canucks. Trading away Colton Sissons and picking up Jeffrey Zanin. We're going to sim the game, though. Here we go. Game 1 in Phoenix. First period. 1-1, Gauntz and Dauphin. So their fourth liner. Jesus. They better not fucking be one of those teams that just gets greasy fourth line goals. Here we go. Second period. 2-1 for us. Short-handed Boone Jenner, attaboy. Puts one in, slap shot on Makarov from the high slot. And we're going into the third period. Slow sim. Here we go. And another goal. Pouty Hornquist. Snapshot from the top of the circle. And Jenner, his second of the night. Same spot as his short-handed goal. Oh my god. Fucking penalty shot. McKinley puts one in. What a third period for the Phoenix Coyotes. And they're going to just stomp all over the Canucks here in Game 1. 36 shots, 5 goals. Penalty shots. Short-handed goals. I don't know if we had a power play goal, did we? No. But, Jesus. You don't see the penalty shot goal too often. McKinley, his fourth of the playoffs, comes on a penalty shot. Dauphin, of course, with another one. Did he get any assists? No. Dauphin didn't get any assists, but Grummet Morris got a couple. And then Jenner with 2 goals and an assist. That could be the first star for us there. Yeah, Jenner, Byzantine, Grummet Morris. We're going to clean the board there with the 3 stars as we head into Game 2. What is it? May 1st against the Vancouver Canucks. Jeffrey Zanin, I don't think he got any points in that game. So we're good job of keeping him off the board. First period, Game 2. 2-1, the Canucks. Jesus Christ, DeGovins, third line left winger, had 8 points in the regular season. And Phillips, is he the third or fourth line center? Or second line center? Jesus, I don't remember. Yeah, he's their second line center. So we're down by 1. We scored right off the bat in the first minute, but 2 unanswered. Ooh, Jesus. Bison, you got to get those off the fucking high boards there. Those should not be going in. Second period, 4-4. So that's a really offensive second period for both teams. Sissons, Riley, and Faxa score for us. Subban and Denault. So it looks like they just score from the same spot. Middle of the point in the second period and top of the boards there in the first period. We're scoring from all over the place. No power play goals, no all even strength, no shorthanded, no penalty shots, nothing like that. We're going to slow sim here through the third. It's a tie game, except for Griffin Reinhart blast one from the point to give us an early lead here. Halfway through the third, got to kill off that power play. That's great. Come on, hold on to it, boys. Hold on to it. That's going to do it. 5-4, Griffin Reinhart slaps one home to give the Phoenix Coyotes the 2-0 series lead. And that's his first of the playoffs, too. And it looks like, Zanin did have 1 point. I was going to say, fucking buddy hasn't got a point yet this series, but he's got 1 point through 2 games. But so does Sissons, so no big deal. Going back to Rogers Arena, formerly GM Place, for Game 3 in Vancouver, British Columbia. Here we go. It's Game 3. We're still rolling with the first line changes we made there in the end of the Winnipeg series. First period, 0-0. 10-7 are the shots in favor of us. Second period, 1-0 for them. We're still way out shooting them, but looks like Makarov's making a lot of saves. Borkstrand on the power play, probably assisted by Jeffrey motherfucking Zanin, but we'll see at the end of the game if that's the case. Got to kill off one to start. And hopefully we can tie this up here early. Come on, do something, boys. Do something quickly. Do it now. Nothing. 1-0 shutout for Andrei Makarov. And looks like he's going to steal one for his team there. And Jeffrey Zanon did not get a point. Jesus Christ. But he had 34 shots against him and did not let in one goal. So it looks like we're struggling to get some offense in Vancouver, but don't want to jump the gun here. It's only been one game. Simulate. Game 4. We really don't want to tie the series back up. We want to put the pressure on and make them sweat it out with a 3-1 series lead. Would be great to do after this game. First period. 3-1 for them. Zanin, and Narbonne. So looks like he's finding his stride here in Game 4. Jesus Christ. Same spot. And then Hanowski and Narbonne on the power play. So unless we got to at least take this to a 1-goal deficit here in the second. Here we go. And they build on it even more. Subban and Turris. And it looks like every so often fucking Byzantine just really shits the bed. 18 shots on goal and 5 making it past him. That is not going to cut it. 5-on-3, 5-on-4. Yeah, this game's all over, but the Crime is going to quick sim. Nothing happened. Saving us some time. So Zanin, Jesus Christ. And he had fucking 2 assists too, so a 4-point night for Jeffrey Zanin as him and the Vancouver Canucks managed to tie up this series. We're going back to Phoenix. What do we do here, boys? Do we bench Byzantine again? I think we have to. You can't let in 5 goals in the playoffs. We're just going to tell him that we don't stand for that shit. Whitney is not that bad of a goalie. Last time he did well, didn't he? He let in 2 or 1? I think he let in 2 goals, which is fine. If we're letting in 2 goals a game, I'm happy with that. But fucking 5? No way. We're not going to sweat out the lines just yet. They have been working for us so far. First period, Game 5, series is all tied up. And the Vancouver Canucks take the fucking lead on a power play goal from Shinkaruk. From the goal line, Jesus Christ. They're scoring from just greasy angles. They are outshooting us. It looks like every time we put Whitney in, they managed to outshoot us. Second period, we got to tie this up. And they managed to take a 3-0 lead on us. Jesus. Oh, so gross. Alright, third period, boys. They're outshooting us big time. You got to... There, fax it. That's what you got to do. Right quick. Another one. You got to get before 10 minutes. Got to get before 10 minutes. Nope. So I'm not confident anymore. Good try, Faxa, but it looks like the rest of the team doesn't want to show up. So for the second time in these playoffs, the Phoenix Coyotes are facing elimination. Subban with a couple points. Good enough for third star. That's no good. So we're going to put Byzantine back in net. We've only scored 3 goals in the last 3 games. So I think we may have to fuck with this again. We're going to put... McKinley's like an assister, even though he's set to snipe. He's got 12 points in 12 games, so he deserves that first line spot. Dauphin definitely does as well. He's been crushing. 12 points in 12 games. So we got a couple point per game players. Skinner. Don't know what to do about Skinner. Only 4 points so far in these playoffs. On the second line, Grummet Morris. We moved him up. He's been up there for 6 games now. And he's got 4 points in those 6 games. So it's not like that's too bad, but it's not very good either. Grummet Morris, we might have to swap with someone else. I'm going to give Skinner the chance. We're going to do the sniper attempt. Toskala. He's only got 5 points too. I mean, this second line is really not doing anything for us, especially considering how talented they should be. Faxa, Sissons, Hornquist. The third line's been pretty decent. Haven't seen shit from the fourth line except for that game. Actually, Hanowski and Jenner have been doing pretty well. Henrik Samuelsson, though, nothing at all out of him. 0 points so far, -2 in these playoffs. Who do we have to switch for him? Anyone at all? We got Leon Draisaitl. Adam Ernie. We're going to bring up Adam Ernie. We're going to swap him with Henrik Samuelsson and put him in. That every line should be good, right? Samuelsson, if you're not going to get it done, you're not going to get any ice time, buddy. This is how it's going to be. Did I put our goalie back in? Because if I didn't, that could be bad. I did, okay. Game 6 in Vancouver. We've yet to win in their barn. So if there's any time to do it, that's now. Game 6, our dicks are on the line. First period, 1-0 for Vancouver. Kaspers Dogovins has 8 points in the regular season. He's already got fucking 8 against us in the series, it seems like. Jesus Christ. We are outshooting them, so I'm still confident we can turn this around in the second, and we don't. We are outshooting them. It's a 1-0 lead for the Canucks through 2. Looks like fucking Makarov and Byzantine are both playing pretty solid. Third period, power play for them. Killed it off. Another one for them. 5-on-3 killed it off. 5-on-4 killed it off. So if we're going to be penalized this whole time, we probably have no chance at taking any... Oh my god, Hanowski, you beautiful bitch. I was just down and out. 24 seconds left. I was about to cry. Oh, fucking way to go. Backhander. Clutch player Hanowski. That guy deserves the C, even if he's been relegated from second to third to fourth line in these last couple of years. He's still, what a beautiful player. What a beautiful man. I just want to take a look at how many penalties we took that fucking period. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 penalties we took in a third period where we're down by 1 in an elimination game. And then looks like Zanin took one on Murphy there on the point. All right, here we go. Overtime. Balls on the line. Come on, come on. I have no idea. Power play. No! We took a penalty, and fucking Zachary Philipes puts one home from the high slot where we haven't been able to defend against all fucking playoff long. And the Coyotes are eliminated from the playoffs in round 2 in game 6. Fuck. That sucks. So, it looks like that's going to do it for this episode. Next episode is the off-season episode, and it looks like we are going to have some changes to make. Before I turn off the recording, we're going to just take a look at our player stats in the playoffs, and look at that second line. Skinner, Galchenyuk, and Toskala did nothing for us, and to an extent, Grummet Morris as well. Look at that. 2 players did well for us. Just 2. Gormley as a defenseman, 7 points is really good. Same with Riley. He hasn't done anything for us since we got him, but he had a good playoff this year, and no penalty minutes, so I can respect that. Jenner as a fourth-line center with 5 points. He had as many points as our first... he split time before the first and second line, and he was also on the power play. But Jenner had more points, or same amount of points as him, so that's really bad for Toskala. He might have to go. Grummet Morris, he's still young and getting better, so... We're not going to give up on him just yet. Toskala, how old are you? 25. So I'd be okay with trading Toskala. Hanowski, 5 points on the fourth line as well. Reinhardt, 4 points as a defenseman. Seen better, seen worse. Galchenyuk, an 87 overall playmaker with power play time on the second line, getting 4 points. That's definitely not cutting it. 27. He may have overstayed his time here in Phoenix. 56 points in the regular season, which is his average, as you can see. And then in the playoffs, last year he had an okay playoff. The year before he did well, and the year before that he did really good. Or no, he didn't. 22. Yeah, see, he's never been a playoff guy. These are the 2 years we won the Cup, and 12 points in 22 games. Yeah, so it might especially be time for Galchenyuk to go, and Skinner as well, 4 points. He had a resurgent season in 1920. If we look, he had a good playoff there too. But this year, nothing. He's I'm not sold on trading Skinner just because if you look at like these 2 seasons, you can see what he can do. And same with in the regular season, 78 points is decent. But 61 points this year with only 4 in the playoffs is really, really brutal. Murphy, Hornquist, these guys don't really get any time anyways. Ernie, he had his one playoff game and did nothing for us, so that's okay. Samuelson, though. I wouldn't mind trading Samuelson either. What did he do in the regular season, Samuelson? 12 points on the fourth line. 12 points on the fourth line is not bad, but when you consider how well Hanowski was doing, 15 points on the fourth line, 5 in the playoffs, and then Jenner, 16 points on the fourth line, 5 in the playoffs. So, yeah, next episode we'll definitely just crush the offseason and deal some of these guys if we have to. We'll see who's slated to go well in the draft and move up if we got it. But, yeah, thanks for watching this one, boys. It means a lot. If you could press like on the video, definitely helps me out with some exposure. And leaving comments is not a bad idea either, especially if you can tell me who we should be trading here coming up at the draft deadline. And, yeah, see you in the next one. If you want to press subscribe, that would be fantastic. Peace.